Hello class, this is chapter 9b assignment question number 7. So in this question we are going to construct a confidence interval for the population proportion. So in this question the sample we have is 1160 people. The company sends a new flyer to 1160 people, and 101 out of the sample size place their order. Okay, and then they want to construct the confidence interval. So let's get some help from the StatCrunch. So we are talking about the confidence interval for the proportion. So let's click Stat, Proportion Stats, one sample with summary. Okay, the number of successes. So success event is the event that we are interested in. So the success event here is a customer purchased a product. So there were 101 customers purchased their product. So that's going to be a 101. And the number of observations is a sample size. In this case, it's 1160. And we are going to construct the confidence interval. And the confidence level is 90%. So let's put 90% there. Let's click compute. Okay. Then we got the lower limit and upper limit. Let's put those two numbers in there. So that's part A. And part B, what does the confidence interval mean? So there's three elements that you have to mention. So the first one is to mention the confidence level. In this case, it's 90%. You have to mention this 90%. The second one is to mention the population parameter. Okay, be careful. You need to mention the population parameter, not the sample. Okay, in this case, the population parameter that they want to study is the proportion of people who will respond to the flyer or who will purchase their product. So they mentioned the population parameter. And the third one is to mention the limits of the confidence interval or the boundaries of the intervals. Okay? They mentioned the interval bounds, which are this one and this one. Okay? You have to mention those three things. And the third one, so what does 90% confidence mean? So it means in all the samples with the same sample size we studied, so the sample size we studied is 1160, so 90% of them will capture the true population parameter. So that's what 90% confidence means. And part D, they're going to decide whether to do a mass mailing or not. So the mailing will not be cost effective unless it produces at least a 60% return. That means if the population proportion is at least 6%, they can do the mass mailing. So let's compare this 6%, this threshold, with the confidence interval. So we find out 6% is even lower than the lower limit of the confidence interval. We know that the true proportion is somewhere between those two boundaries. And 6% is out there. That means the true proportion is going to be greater than 6%. So that means it is cost effective. So let's do the mass mailing.